right? Shalom, shalom. Where the Hebrew Israelites that have prophesied the downfall of this wicked kingdom and to usher in the coming of Yahweh Shai, who is the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father. Okay, he's coming only to deliver his people, all right, which we are, all right, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the scattering around the earth, all right. So first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kodash, all right. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone salutations. Much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. All right, shalom to sincere Akwak that's listening and learning. Okay, so clearly, you know, Esau is in a bad place right now. Say, we shall put him in straits. All right, because he's right now, he's in straits. You see, the Lord is playing chess with these Edomites, man. They're doing something. They're trying to set up an agenda, but the Most High is countering their agenda, man. That's right. All right, they're trying to push out propaganda. It's not working the same way it used to work, man. Okay, the Lord is working in the earth right now, man. Bring that out, bro.
This is the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Yeah.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Right, he's in the fullness of the sufficiency means when he's about to establish the NWO, man. When they have everything set up, man, which we're at that time now. Okay, straits is a position of difficulty, man. Okay, because people are rising up against it. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 23, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Right, while he's about to establish the NWO. All right, the Lord is working on the right-hand side. Get me that, the man's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Okay, he's the one that's controlling these elites to do what they're doing. Get me on Psalms 50. Go ahead, bro.
Proverbs 21 and verse 1.
Yep.
The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
That's it.
As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Meaning what? He controls the minds of these kings and governors and officials and things of that nature, which is really the banking families that's ruling the earth. All right, but they set up their little puppet leaders. Okay, so who's the one controlling them? Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. He's the one making them do what they're doing for his purpose. Go ahead. What?
This is Daniel 4 and verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men.
Right, setteth up over the basis of men. Who is the basis of men? These Edomites, man. All right, Esau, Edom is the basis of men. Okay, and who set them up? The Heavenly Father. All right, get me Proverbs 16. What you got? Hold on. Give me Proverbs. What's Proverbs 16 though?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 4.
Right.
The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
So why did he create these Edomites to rule for this particular time? He's created them for the day of evil, man. For the time, the evil time that's getting ready to come, man. All right? Because the wicked people are ruling, man. All right? See how that works? Now get that precept you had here.
All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 50. The book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself.
Because what? He kept, read it slowly. Go ahead, read that nice and slow.
Psalms 50 and 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
Right, so all these wickedness that you were doing in the earth, right? The Lord kept silence. The Lord didn't do anything yet. Okay? Like fully take you down or anything like that. All right? So you thought that he was with you, right? You put his people in slavery. You destroyed his people on this side of the earth, right? The so-called indigenous people. All right? You thought that he was rolling with you, that the Most High was with him. Go ahead.
But I will reprove thee.
Right.
And set them in order before thine eyes.
But he said he will reprove you and set us in order before your eyes. And that's what he's doing right now.
Right.
This is how we know that we're the Israelites. This is how we're coming up and saying who we are, who you are, and what's getting ready to happen, man. All right? Because what? We're the Lord is the one that's setting this up, man, in the spirit. Okay? What you got?
I got Job 30, verse 8. They were children of fool. Children of base men. They were viler
Revelation 11.
than the earth.
Right, they were violent in the earth. All right? They were children of fools. That's the Edomites. But the Lord set them up anyway for the purpose of prophecy. Man. That's why he set them up. He didn't set them up because they were great. He set them up because they were really the lowest. But he had to fulfill prophecy by setting over this scumbag over the earth, man.
That's right, that's right.
Okay? All right? So, read that.
Revelation 18.
11 and 8.
Revelation 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Who's their bodies? The Israelites, man. The 12 tribes, man. Our dead bodies have been lying in the street spiritually, meaning what? Meaning that we didn't know who we were. We didn't know who our power was. We were lost, man. Calling ourselves black, all right? Jamaican, whatever, man. Okay? But now the 12 tribes of Israel are waking up and learning what they are, man. Who they truly are. Okay? Go ahead.
Of that great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Right, spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Why is it called Sodom? Because what do they promote? All right, that there's multiple, there's whatever, how many dozens of genders, okay, that a man could grow up one day and he could just change into a woman. All right, see what I'm saying? Men with men, they celebrate that. All right, they push that in the cartoons to the children. So this is clearly in the spirit of Sodom. And we know what happened to Sodom, right? But Esau, he don't care. All right, but guess what? The Lord is going to show him. He's going to show him that that wasn't a good idea, man. Go ahead.
Where also our Lord was crucified.
Right. We're also meaning what? His image was blotted out. Okay. Go ahead.
And they of the people and kindreds, and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. And they that
You know what? They didn't tell us we were Israelites. These other nations know we're the Israelites, man. These other nations, they know that. Okay. They didn't tell us that. That shows they're not your friends, man. Go ahead.
And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over
You know
them.
what proves they know that? Because what did Abdul Nasser say, the president of Egypt? All right? Going back to the 50s. He said, we can't accept you because the Jews left black and came back white. So who the hell are you? That's what he was saying. Who the hell are these people, man? All right? Because it was a common knowledge that the Lord was a so-called black man, that the Israelites were so-called black people, man, or people of color. Okay? I'm talking about dark brown skin, not no, he's tan, he's, like they say, olive color, whatever that means. Olives are green and black, whatever the hell that means.
That's right.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead. There's still more in there? You want to jump in? Go ahead.
This is Lamentations 2:15. All that passed by clapped their hands at thee.
Yeah.
They hissed and wagged their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that man called the perfection of beauty?
Right, because at one time we were excellent. You see what I'm saying? We had that excellency. The giants that was spoken of was really speaking about our status in the earth, man. Okay, we had an excellent status, man. All right, the nobles of the earth, man. Okay, when Abraham showed Egypt what was up with mathematics and astrology and things of that nature, man. Abraham he was on a very, very high level, man. Why you think he was wealthy like that? He was on a high level on every aspect, man. Okay? See, those are our foreparents, man. Then Jacob. Okay? Jacob was a very noble individual. Right?
The joy of the whole earth, all thine enemies have opened their mouths against thee.
Yeah.
They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we looked for.
Right.
We have found, we have seen it.
They swallowed up. I mean, what? They spoiled us, destroyed us. Okay? Matter of fact, get me Zechariah 2 and 8 real quick. Just jumping down with that real quick. Continue with that. All right.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 2, and verse 8.
Right.
And it reads, for thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory has he sent me upon the nations which spoiled you.
Right, they spoiled us, man. They swallowed us up. They spoiled us. Go ahead.
For he that touches you touches the apple of his eye.
But that was a great offense to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That was a great offense right here that what he did, man. Swallowing up the children of Israel, man. Okay? The Lord wasn't happy with that, man. All right? So you Edomites are going to have to pay for that atrocity, man. Go ahead.
Back to Revelation 11 and 10. And they that dwell upon the earth.
And you other nations. Not just Esau, and you other nations.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them,
Right.
and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth.
Right.
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life.
Hold on, stop there. The two prophets. Who's the two prophets speaking about? The southern and the northern kingdom, man. All right? And the Spirit has the tribes coming back together, man.
That's right.
All right? You see, even that movie, Wakanda, that was a spiritual thing because that showed you the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. All right? And then you see a lot of them, they're linking up now. They're saying, oh, we need to get together and this and that.
Yep.
Esau doesn't want that. So-called white man, he don't want that, man. All right? That's a major threat because they've spent so much time to try to separate the tribes, okay? And put that whole colorism thing out there. All right? That really all that does is separate the tribes. All right? So now, with something like that, that's just a small spark. But that's going to lead to other things, man. Right? And then don't be surprised Esau shows a movie, the Latinos in slavery. Because in that movie, it shows you the so-called Latin tribes were in slavery. No one speaks about that, man. Judah thinks they're the only one. Judah, they think they're the only one. They don't even think Benjamin was in slavery. They don't think the Jamaicans or the Haitians were in slavery. They think they were literally the only ones in slavery. Come on, bro. Show you the ignorance of our people, man. All right? Esau put all of our people in slavery. He put all the tribes in slavery. Okay? And destroyed and pillaged all the tribes, man. You see what I'm saying to you? Even Gad up here up north, man. They were being shipped off to Europe. All right, they don't speak about that, man. So all the tribes were on slave ships. So Deuteronomy the 28th chapter and the 68th verse applies to all 12 tribes.
That's right.
They don't apply to the small hats. Go ahead. See, because you know what? The thing with the Latin tribes, they're trying to be like Esau.
Yeah.
They don't want to associate with Judah because they see the oppression that Judah's going through. So they don't want to go through that oppression. They want to say, no, I'm going to attach myself to this. All right? But they're going to show you. Esau's going to show you how much he loves you, man.
That's right.
Okay? And I can't wait till he shows you, man. All right? Because you need a foot right up your ass, man.
That's
You
right.
need to get beat down by these Edomites to see what's up, man.
That's right.
All right? So, Lakia, Ezekiel 37, but who was reading? I was reading. Go ahead, bring that up. But you want to jump in there? Go ahead.
Daniel 9 and 12. He had confirmed his words which he spake against us.
We'll start at 11.
Daniel 9 and 11. Yet all Israel transgressed the law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice.
Yeah.
Therefore the curse is poured upon us.
The reason why people are under a curse right now is because we didn't obey Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And you have Israelites that see the prophets out here, and they still don't want to obey. They still don't want to do the right thing. Go ahead.
And the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him. And he had confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judge us, by bringing upon us a great evil.
That's right.
For under the whole heaven had not been done as had been done upon Jerusalem.
That's it, man.
That's right.
All right. No one has went through what our people have went through, which is Jerusalem. Okay. No one has went through that, man. Period, man. No one can try to compare. No one, man. Anyone try to compare their atrocities with ours, it's an insult. You understand what I'm saying to you? When you see what Judah and the 12 tribes went through, man. Okay? See what I'm saying? Go ahead, man.
Ezekiel 37 and 3, and he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord, power, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones.
And what do we do? We're prophesying unto you, man. We're showing you what's getting ready to happen. Go ahead.
Hear the words of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord power unto these bones. Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you,
And what does the breath represent? The Holy Spirit. Go
That's
ahead.
right. That's right.
and ye shall live.
Yeah.
And I will lay sinew upon you,
Yeah.
and bring up flesh upon you,
Yeah.
and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live.
And that's what's happening now. See, we're alive through Yahweh Shai, man, because he's the quickening spirit. Okay? So guess what? All the tribes are being woken up right now, man. That's right. Got all kind of brothers popping up in South America, man. All right? Showing you those are the tribes, man. All right? Go ahead.
And ye shall know that I am the Lord. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone.
Right, and what does the bone represent? That represents familyhood. Get me what Laban said. That represents family, man. All right, even on what they said to King David, said, "Thou art my bone." Listen, all the tribes are really of one family, man. Different tribes, man. All right, you see, but we've been separated, right? Through propaganda. Okay, Esau has separated the tribes, but guess what? The tribes are coming back together now. All right, that's what I get. Got that? Got that off.
This is Genesis 29 and verse 14. And Laban said unto him, Surely thou art my bone and my flesh.
Right.
And he abode with him the space of a month.
Right, because Laban was his uncle. Okay? So he's saying, listen, you are my bone and my flesh. You are my family, man. All right? That's why what it meant when it spoke about Eve coming out of the river Adam, it really meant that she was linked close to that tribe. Okay? You see, it's a lot of spiritual meanings that if you don't have a teacher, you're not going to understand it, man. All right? That's why people read the scriptures and it sounds like a bunch of mumbo jumbo, man, because they don't understand. They don't have the spiritual eyes to understand it.
That's right, that's
Go ahead.
Amos 3:1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which are brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore will I punish you for all your iniquity.
There's more than that? No, who's reading Ezekiel?
Ezekiel, yeah.
Okay.
It says, and when I beheld, lo, the sinew and the flesh came up with them, and the skin covered them above, and there was no breath in them.
All right, there was no breath in them. All right? So think about that.
This is John 6 and 63. It is the spirit that quickeneth. The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
That's it. All right? So these words is what's waking up the tribes. Okay? To figure out who they are, figure out who these Edomites are, figure out who these nations are, figure out who their power is. All right? You see what I'm saying? And how they should move, how they should live. You see what I'm saying to you? Go ahead, bro.
This is Psalm chapter 107 and verse 20. He sent his word and healed them and delivered them from their destruction.
See, that's what's going to heal you, man. It's the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. See, but our people are looking for everything else but the word, man. Everything else but Yahweh Shai, man. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 33. Thus said the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Now, who's the children of Israel, man? All right? So-called Latinos and Native Americans, man. Those are the children of Israel, man. That's the northern kingdom, okay? And then the children of Judah is who? The so-called Negro tribes, man. Right? The ones that went into captivity, right? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Right? So-called African Americans, so-called Haitians, so-called Jamaicans, so on and so forth. Caribbean blacks. All right? That's the southern kingdom. All right? And things are starting because of the southern kingdom. The Lord is rousing up the southern kingdom first. Go ahead. Because everything runs off of Judah. Everything, Judah, first of all, the Brown Berets and all that, the AIM, the American Indian Movement, that was off of the backs of the Black Panthers. Okay? Because Judah has to start things off. That's why Esau wants to make sure Judah is at the lowest level. Because once Judah rises up, all the tribes start to get galvanized in the spirit. Okay? That's why they'll give Gad some money every now and then, every couple. They ain't giving Judah no record. They ain't giving him shit. All right? They're giving them the projects, man. Trust me. All right? Go ahead.
And all that took them captive held them fast.
Yep.
They refused to let them go.
Right, because you tribes are still in captivity, man. Okay? Listen, the fact you have a social security number shows that you're a captive.
Right.
Sovereign people don't have social security numbers. Okay? The fact that you can't just travel freely through wherever you want to go shows that you're not free. Okay? So guess what? You would never let go from this new Egypt. All right? Go ahead.
Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall truly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
That's it. Right? Matter of fact, get me and they're being disquieted right now. Okay, they're being disquieted. Get me what's that? What did I just think about? Isaiah 19.
There's a little more.
Go ahead.
Ezekiel 37 and 21. and said to them, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whether they've been gone, and I will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation.
That's right.
In the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king.
See, so we're not gonna be looking at each other like we're different nations, right? Because when people say, "Oh, I'm dealing with a black woman," say I'm dealing with a Latino that's interracial, or a black man say I'm dealing with a Latino woman that's interracial. That's not interracial. That's intertribal. Okay? That's intertribal. Go ahead.
And one king shall be king to them all.
Yeah.
And they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided
Right.
into two kingdoms anymore at all.
Right, because we're going to be one nation. All right? Which, that's one of the ways that the Lord took us down to us by dividing the tribes.
Right.
Okay? Because a nation divided could not stand. All right? And that's what's happening with Esau. Esau's divided, man. Holland just left, is looking to, basically they told the U.S. we don't want your apology, man. That's what they said. We don't want not your apology, your condolences for a particular bombing that happened over there, man. Because really they knew America was behind that somehow, man. Because they were funding the Kurds and all these different things. So you know how they fund those terrorist organizations, man, to destabilize and push their propaganda, right? So they're mad at that. So if something happened, America sent the condolences. They said we don't want your, we don't accept, we reject your condolences. So what's that? That's the Turkish. That's the vision right there, man. Okay. Go ahead.
Obadiah 1 and 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Yeah.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee,
Yeah.
and prevailed against thee, that they eat. So like they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none.
I don't need that right now. I'm saying the story on the top. What?
Isaiah 11 and verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day
Yeah.
that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people,
Yep.
which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam.
So
and from
hold on. The first it said the second time, right? So what was the first time? In Egypt, man. All right. So this is the second Egypt. This is the new Egypt, where all 12 tribes are on this side of the earth now.
That's right.
Okay. Go ahead.
and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the isles of the sea.
Yep.
And he shall set up an ensign for the nations,
Yep.
and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel,
Yep.
and gather together the dispersed of Judah
Yep.
from the four corners of the earth.
Right.
The envy also of Ephraim shall depart.
Right. The envy of Edom shall depart, man.
Ephraim.
The envy of Ephraim shall depart, man. Okay. See, so Judah and Ephraim are gonna have to link up, man. Go ahead.
And the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off.
Right. Who are the adversaries? All these other nations. Go ahead.
Ephraim shall not envy Judah,
Yep.
and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
That's it, man. Ain't gonna be no quarrels amongst one another. All right. But the first thing that's gonna happen is the Lord is going to raise up Judah first, man. Go ahead.
Right.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 12 and 7. The Lord also shall save the tents of Judah first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah.
That's it. All right. Judah's the one that the Lord is waking up first, man. Okay, it all starts with Judah. It all starts with Judah, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis 49 and 9. Judah is the lion's whelp from the prey. My son, thou art gone up.
Well, who's the prey? These other nations. Because Judah going back to the 50s, they were more roused up. They had their different movement. Yo, when you listen to the mindset of Judah back then, man, you would actually like our people more if they had that mindset, man. Okay? Because they had a mindset, yo, these devils, these are the enemy. That's the mindset they had, man. And even the children had that mindset, man. So they had more of a strong mindset back then. Go ahead. So that was them being like a lion, but no, a young lion. But now they're like an old lion. Go ahead.
He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as a no lion, who shall rouse him up?
And Judah's gonna get roused up, man. That's right. And it's easy for Judah. Judah's already roused up, man. All right. Judah be saying all kind of, be cursing out Esau all the time, man. Regular Judeans, man. All right. All right. But them other tribes, they ain't cursing out Esau like how Judah curses out Esau, man. All right? Because the Lord put that spirit, that rebellious spirit in Judah. Go ahead. And that's why that's another reason Esau doesn't like Judah. All right. Look at Kyrie. Look at Kanye and them. Right. They're basically going against the grain. All right. Go ahead.
The scepter shall not depart from Judah,
That's right.
nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come.
Right. Until who is Shiloh? The Lord, Yahweh Shai. All right. Until he comes, Judah's always gonna. Even when he comes, Judah's still gonna be a rulership through him. Go ahead.
And unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
That's right. That's it. All right. Okay. Go ahead.
This is Revelation 5 and verse 5. And one of the elders said unto me, weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah,
Right.
the root of David.
And who's the line? What's going on, bro? Where are you from, bro? Where you from? Let me go. You're an Israelite. You're an Israelite. Okay. You're on the tribe. You're Israel. All right. Israelitos. Okay. Go ahead, man.
The root of David has prevailed to open the book and to loose the seven seals thereof.
Okay. Right. So Yahweh Shai is the one who used the 7 seals, man. Okay. So that what we can get this understanding, man. Go ahead.
Isaiah 19 and 17. And in the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt.
That's right.
Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself.
Man, Judah's making Esau nervous, man. All right. Just with this word is really making Esau super nervous, but also the way Judah's acting in the industry and things like that too. Okay, things that he's saying. You know, because the last thing Esau wants is for the people to be roused up against him. You know, because Esau understands. First of all, he's outnumbered. That's number one. Okay, when you deal with Judah and Israel and all the land tribes and things, Esau's highly outnumbered, man. Okay. So if all the tribes come up against Esau, what's gonna happen, man? You know what I'm saying? All your guns can only work so far, man. Okay? When the bullets run out, you're through. All right? Go ahead.
Just to add on that, you call it damage control. You know, to make sure they don't rise up and they keep them in
Oh yeah, Esau. Well, he's working damage control right now with that whole movie. All right, he's working damage control because he saw that kind of brought Issachar and Judah together to some level. And he's saying, nah, we don't want that. So he got a bunch of Uncle Tom Issacharites. Nah, we don't like it. I think it's racist to us. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Yeah. It's a disservice to my white brothers. Right, that guy was, he was gonna. It sounded like he was gonna bust a vessel in his throat, man. I mean, it's a damn shame, man, and I can see why the Lord put our people in captivity, right? All right, and destroyed Jacob the way he did. But Esau's doing damage control because those tribes are coming together, and Esau, he's moderating all that. He's there sitting there. What do you think about it as a Latino? What do you think about it? Huh? Right. You see? Because he's trying to set up that tension. Because Esau's wise on the left hand side, man. He knows, man. It's you Jakes that are lost. Go ahead, man.
Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
Right.
A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations.
Well, all these characteristics are the characteristics of these Edomites. What?
Feet that be swift in running to mischief. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren.
Yeah, and that's what Esau is doing. And that's what he's been doing. Right? Like I always bring up that story when I worked at that car wash, man. Okay? When we had Issacharites there that were working, and then I was the only so-called black guy there, so to speak. And then Esau was trying to set up dissension between me and the so-called Mexicans that were working there, man. Before I even worked there, he's like, oh yeah, Mexicans don't like blacks. But it's like Edomite. Why would an Edomite be telling me something like this? Huh? I'm like, you're the main enemy, man.
That's right.
Right? But what was he trying to do? He was trying to set up that tension. And then he even put me to work on another part away from the Issachar. He didn't want me galvanizing me, bro. And this is not no elite, bro. He just own a car wash. It's not an elite. Showing you these Edomites are wise on the left-hand side, man. All right, go ahead.
Job 15 and 21. A dreadful sound is in his ears. In the prosperity, that's like in prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him.
In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him, man. All right, which is who? Yahweh Shai. All right, go ahead. Listen, go ahead.
This is Luke 16:8. And the Lord commanded the unjust steward because he had done wisely. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light.
Right, the children of this world will be the
Wiser than Daniel.
Go ahead, read that again.
Right, so it reads, the book of Luke, chapter 16, and verse 8, and it reads, and the Lord commanded the unjust steward because he had done wisely. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light.
Right, the children of this world is dealing with the Edomites, okay? They're wiser than the average Israelite. All right? Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 28 and verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that there is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Right. And really all these regular Edomites, they're all complicit in so-called white supremacy. They're all complicit, even on the lower level. They all comply with it. They all add on to it.
That's right. That's right.
They know what they're doing as a collective. Okay?
They know.
So, you got something? Go ahead.
This is Zechariah chapter 9 and verse 13. When I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece.
Right, thy sons, O Greece, is dealing with the Edomites. Right? We know who the sons of Zion are, the Israelites. And he said he's going to raise them up against the Edomites, right? All right? And that's the same Edomites that you Israelites have been being destroyed by for all this time, man. Go ahead, read that again.
When I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece,
Yep.
and made thee as the sword of a mighty man.
Right, because the Lord's going to put a spirit in the tribes, man. All right? A spirit of listen, man, just a complete warrior spirit when that time comes, man. All right? They're not going to be in the spirit that they're in now. All right? Because they're in a weak, docile spirit right now. Right?
And the Lord shall be seen over them, and his arrow shall go forth as the lightning, and the Lord power shall blow the trumpet, and shall go with whirlwinds of the south.
That's it. All right? And go with what? The chariots. All right? Chariots are coming. All right? Go ahead.
This is Revelation 11 and 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, entered into them. And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Yeah, great fear fell upon them because what? We were rising up in the spirit. All right? Not rising up trying to take down the society. No, we're rising up knowing who we are, knowing who our power is, man. That's a threat. Okay? Oh, when there's a scripture that says, oh, if they know if they're with their power, it's not with them. Okay? All right? Go ahead.
This is Amos 9 and verse 11. And that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
Right, in the tabernacle of David, when David was ruling, right, all 12 tribes are together. Okay? Right? So, what's going to happen now? All 12 tribes are going to be together. We're not going to be linking up with these other nations, man. These are our enemies, man. Go ahead, man.
And that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen,
Right.
and close up the breaches thereof,
Right.
and I will raise him, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
Right, and that's what the kingdom of heaven is all about. It's all about the house of David being raised up.
Yeah.
All right? As in the days of old, but it's going to be on a higher level.
right.
All right? Go ahead.
That they may possess the remnant of Edom,
Yep.
and of all the heathens, which are called by my name, said the Lord that doeth this.
That's it. We're going to possess them. So, why would we be how can we be on the same level with them? It says we're going to possess them. All right? Showing you we're not going to be on the same level, man. We're going to be on a higher level than all these nations, and they're going to serve us, man.
Bow down.
All right? Go ahead.
Judith 5 and 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor,
And it's funny because Esau knows this in the spirit. All right? Esau knows this in the spirit deep down. So when Esau hears these type of things, it kind of
He knows,
like
yeah.
he feels it in his stomach. Because they know something is getting ready. They know that's getting ready to come. They know we're supposed to be on a high level, man.
Yeah.
All right, compared to them. All right? So their whole thing is to try to keep Jake down. Go ahead.
Judith 5:18. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captive into a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. But now they are returned to their power, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are sitting in a hill country where it was desolate. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against these people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation,
Right.
let my Lord now pass by, lest our Lord defend them,
Right.
and their power be for them,
Right, right.
and we are become a reproach before all the world.
So if there's no iniquity in our nation, guess what? The Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Heavenly Father, is going to fight for us. You see what I'm saying? So this is why Esau constantly wants to push iniquity and sin in the minds of our people, right? To keep us away from our power, man. See, Esau knows what he's doing, man. He knows exactly what he's doing. Go ahead.
Romans 8:31. What shall we say then of these things? If the Most High be for us, who can be against us?
Right, because now who are they pushing now? What kind of artists are they pushing right now? They're pushing, what's that demon's name, man? No, Lil Nas, right? Right, Lil Nas, that's a demon, that's satanic, man. All right?
There's a little-
Who else are they pushing on there? Who else? What's that girl, that chick with she look like a damn iguana? Yeah, Glorilla, man. Oh, yeah, that demon. Yeah, they're pushing that heavy, man. She's supposedly top 3 in all genre. How? Tell me how, man. Because that's the type of degeneracy these Edomites is trying to push upon our people, man. See, that's all warfare right there. That's all warfare. That's showing you you're at war with these devils, man. You're at war with them, man. Okay, for them to do something like that, that's an act of war right there, man.
There's a
Spiritual
6-year-old
war
too.
place, man. Huh?
There's a 6-year-old demon too.
Yeah. Speaking about killing, yeah. But I'm dealing with on a higher, yeah. Well, that comes with that culture. But at the end of the day, Esau's pushing this shit, man. Okay? And he's hiding his hand. Like he's like, oh, what do I have to do with it? You can't put it on everyone. All of us. Who the fuck is behind it, man?
That's right.
Who's the executives, man? Who's signing this into law, man?
That's right.
All right? Who's making it where this is the type of music they want to be out there, man? It's these Edomites, man. All right? We got to identify it, man. All right? They're the ones who had the meeting to say, listen, we're going to push gangster rap, man. All right? And what does gangster rap do? That promotes nothing but violence in the hood. Amongst you Jakes weren't living like that before, man. It was Esau the one mainly doing the violence. Okay? Even now, really, when you look at the statistics, it's really Edomites who do most of the violent crimes anyway. The so-called white people. Right? But they push you Jakes as the face of that shit. All right? Go ahead, man.
This is Psalm 64, and I'm going to start at verse 1. Hear my voice, O Most High, and my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bent their bows to shoot the arrows, even bitter words.
Right, their words are bitter. Okay, and they're doing it in secret. It's not out in the open, man. Go ahead.
That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of everyone of them and their heart is deep.
Right, Esau thinks deeper in his wickedness, man. He's not thinking on a low level. Right? He's thinking of 10 years ahead, 20 years ahead, 30 years ahead. Okay? He's thinking deep with his wickedness, man. All right? And you Jakes are still asleep. You Jakes don't see the problem, man. See, some Jakes are starting to see it now. Right? They're speaking against it. Like, yo, why are they pushing this in the community? What's this agenda about? But they're still lost. They still don't see the full picture, man, of what this thing is all about, man. And why they're doing what they're doing. Okay? Go ahead, man.
This is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I also will reject thee.
Right.
That thou shalt be no priest to me,
Yeah.
seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
Right, I will also forget thy children, man. You see? Because what? You forgot that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Alright? Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 26 and verse 24. He that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him.
Right. And that's what Esau has done, man. He's dissembled. Alright? He's destroyed, okay? You see? The reason why Jacob, they think the way they think now is based upon this whole media and you know, the culture that Esau has given to them, man. Okay? The reason our women are so out of order, man, is because this damn TV, alright?
That's right.
And this damn social media, man. The things that they're pushing on our women, man. Okay? And you know, women are impressionable like children. So when you push out something to a child, you know, you know, a particular mindset on the child is impressionable. It's easy to do that. See? And they wonder why we get vexed at these different things, man. All right? Because we know that that's going to affect them. That affects their mind, man. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 12 and verse 26. Proverbs 12 and verse 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth.
The way of the wicked, man. All right? The way of Esau. Okay? Like I said, man, the way Jake is living now is like, that's that cowboy, you know, that Edomite Western type of mentality, man. You know, see, so you don't like the way they look at you and pull out the gun and shoot them. And that's how Esau acts, man. That's why, give me John 8:44, man. Go ahead.
John 19 and 14. And it was the preparation of the Passover, and about the 6th hour, he said unto the Jews, Behold your king. But they cried out, Away with him, crucify him. Pilate said unto them, Shall I crucify your king? The chief priests answered, We have no king but Caesar.
Spit out.
Well, that's them sellouts. What was it? Break it down.
So basically, how you're saying they love the way of life of Esau Edom. So instead of siding with the way Yahweh Shai, that was giving them the way to Yahweh, giving them the way of life, they decided to forsake the Lord. Like you're saying, they have no knowledge. They forsook the Lord and sided with the devil.
right.
See, they have no king but Caesar.
That's the mindset of these Jakes now. All right?
Let me add also some brother's point, because also at that time the Pharisees, you know, they were in cahoots with Herod, you know, so that's them siding with the devil. Because, you know, Yahweh Shai, like they were saying, was messing with their money. Just to add on.
This is the book of Proverbs 16 and 29. A violent man enticeth his neighbor and leadeth him into the way that is not good.
Right, that whole gangster rap, right? And Esau set that up, man. He said he's not setting it up for the small hat people. He set that up for you. Okay? See? What?
He shutteth his eyes to devise froward things. Moving his lips, he bringeth evil to pass.
Right, and music really is very, very important to our culture. That's something that's very serious, important thing in our culture, and that really can shift the minds of the people too. All right. When you put back in the day, when you go to the 70s, Jake was putting out what jazz music, soul music, dealing with positivity to some extent. Okay, but then when you come to what the 90s, the 80s, all right, well really the 90s mostly. They pushed out what? That gangster rap. Which is nothing but negativity in the minds of Jake. Anywhere you go, you see, which, right, you'll hear that, they play that Jake music, and it's, you know, wah, you know? They're going like crocodile teeth. Where's the upliftment, right? Where's the righteous message? Where's the message in that, right? All right? You see? Oh, I deal with that dude, I got 5 niggas on the line and this and that. Oh, and then I go here and I sleep with this guy and that guy. All right? This is the madness that's being pushed out here, man. If it was positive messages, how do you think that would affect our people? It would affect them positively, man. Get me that word with King David when he was playing the harp, man. Go on, bring
This
that
is
out.
the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 16 and verse 16. Verse 15, and Saul's servant said unto him, Behold now, an evil spirit from Yahweh troubleth thee. Let our Lord now command thy servants which are before thee to seek out a man who is a cunning player on an harp. And it shall come to pass, when the evil spirit from Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, is upon thee, that he shall play with his hand, and thou shalt be well.
Right, that was the music. Okay, so showing you music can take out demons. They have something called music therapy. All right, so it can do the opposite too. It can put demons on you, man. Which is why Jake acts the way they act, man. When you put a certain, listen, if you're someone of your enemies in a place, and I know this from being back in the world, man. If your enemies in somewhere, you put on a certain type of music, man. They play on some Get Rich or Die Trying, bro. They play on some real, yo. There's a good chance you might punch that. You know what I mean? There might be a fight might break out based upon the music. All right. So that's showing you it can put a spirit on you. And I know for a fact, that's a fact, bro. It puts on the whole, you might be like, yo, I want to be at peace, I want to be at peace. And they play out some, many men upon me, blood in my eye. They start sipping. That's why they call liquor what? They call it spirits, right? They start sipping. And you kind of, he doesn't bump you, he just kind of grazes you. You put him in a, because of the music, man. And it was unnecessary, man. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. What you gotta say?
Another thing too about the music is that our bodies is water, like 80%.
Yep.
Something, it's a large amount. Our body's composed of largely of water. So when you put that music, that vibration messes with your head. It's the vibration that puts demons on you.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. Exactly. That's what, and that's another thing that proves it. The water affects you is that it speaks about lunatics. All right, and the moon controls the tide of the river, right? And the moon controls the minds of people. That's why they call them lunatics, man. All right, so that music is significant, man. Go ahead, bro.
Jeremiah 2:21.
Oh,
Yeah.
that when Lord filled the temple.
Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, woolly, a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
Right.
For though I wash thee with nitre,
Look up the word degenerate in Bumble Shop.
and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, said the Lord.
Right. Okay? Your iniquity is marked before me. Okay. Matter of fact, go ahead.
How canst thou say, I am not polluted? Have not gone after Baalim? See thy way in the valley, know what thou hast done. Thou art a swift dromedary traversing her ways.
Right, because the Lord said what? He's going to take away the eloquent orators and all these different people from our nation. Which that's part of the curse, man. That's why, Jake, we don't speak the same way. When you read the scriptures, the way it's put together, it's all poetic, you know? You know what I mean? And you try to send up prayers like how they say it in the scriptures, you mess it all up. For thou I know you are the greatest. You try to say, but it's not the same as the, you know what I mean? That doesn't have the same ring to it as their prayers, you know? Because we had eloquent orators, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 26, just to finish.
That's how they thought. When we walked around the tower, the Jericho, the wall of Jericho, they were playing the trumpets.
Blowing the trumpet.
Blowing the trumpet.
Blowing the trumpet, yeah. I think we heard just blowing it. I don't think it was music for the same, but just like blowing it. Go ahead.
As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed. They, their kings, their princes, and their priests, and their prophets.
Right. Jake is ashamed right now. All right? What?
This is the word degenerate from the etymology online. It says having lost or suffered impairment to the qualities proper to the race or kind. It says to be inferior to one's ancestors.
Right. And that's a fact. Okay? That's a fact. With our people right now, they're inferior to our ancestors, man. Okay? Because our ancestors, we had the greatest men on the earth. All right?
Yeah.
Going back to what? Even if you want to go back to Moses,
Yeah.
all right? Go back to Yahweh Shai, all right? Go back to Abraham,
Warriors.
all right? Isaac, Jeremiah, Daniel, okay? Even if you want to go before that, you want to go to Mozart, you know what I'm saying? And you know, King Henry, these different kings that was ruling in Europe, those were our people. You see what I'm saying? You know, the knights and all these different things, those were our people. So we had a particular excellency about us back then. Get me that.
This is Psalms chapter 62 and verse 4.
Hold on, don't get it
They,
right.
they only consult to cast him down from his excellency.
Right.
They
That
did.
cast him down, meaning we're at a level at a particular time that we're cast down. And that's Esau's MO. That's what Esau wants to do. All right? And like we say, he controls the media, he controls all these different things. And that's a major thing. Okay? Because that can control the mind. That can change your mindset to the mindset of the people. Okay? Go ahead.
They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly.
That's it. So God looking to destroy you. All right? So keep on. Read that again, actually.
It says to be inferior to one's ancestors, to become unlike one's race or kind, fall from ancestral qualities.
Right. That's it. That's it. Go ahead and say what the word means. D means what?
It says D. It says D off, away from.
Right.
And it says plus with genus. It says birth, descendants.
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 All right.
Descendants.
Right. All right. You're descendants, man. Okay, so you're away from the way. That's why it says seek ye the old paths. Get me that. All right. Because we have to go back to the ways of our fathers, man. Okay. These things were written aforetime for our learning, so we could get back on that path. Oh, Jeremiah. Let's continue.
This is
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 6 and verse 16. Thus said the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths.
Right.
Where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your
And when we
souls.
speak about the old paths, Jake gets offended. Yeah. Oh, I don't think, because they still in this Western mindset. They don't want to go back to the old paths, man. Listen, we understand the old path was better. I don't care how it sounds, the old path was better. Every aspect of it. Okay? This is complete wickedness and madness. What's going on out here, man? Go ahead.
And ye shall find rest for your souls, but they said, we will not walk therein.
They said we don't want to go back. All right? We don't like that. We don't know. We like our women to rule the nobles. Okay? We like that. We like Esau bringing out, showing our children how to be alphabet people. We like that. That's what these guys are saying, man. All right? But we're saying no, hell no, man. We ain't with that, man. All right? We're with the right way, man. The righteous way. Okay? The way that Yahweh Shem Yahushua laid out, man. The ways of our fathers, man. Go ahead, bro.
Job 8 and 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
Right. See, so we're supposed to read these things and see their mindset, and we're supposed to have that mindset. Our mindset is supposed to be closer to their mindset. All right.
This is Jeremiah 17 and verse 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
So you shall go off from what? Go off from your lineage. Go off from your descendants. Read that again.
And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Right. You shall go away from your heritage. Go away from your descendants. Right. All right. Go ahead.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
That's it. Go ahead.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Right, that's why you went into captivity, man. All right, you Jakes have fallen so far from the way. That's why we get mad when we see Jake the way they are, man. Okay? Pants sagging and things like that. Our forefathers wasn't moving like that, man. Okay? All right? Our forefathers had a noble mindset, man. Okay? Because we are the aristocracy, man.
That's right.
Of the earth, man.
That's right.
Go ahead. Hold on.
Romans 12 and 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
When we're being transformed from this earth, what are we doing? We're getting back to that old way, that old mindset.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
That's right. All right, go ahead.
Jeremiah 2 and 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeboard slave? Why is he spoiled?
Right. Is Israel a servant? All right. Are you Israelite? Were you created to be a servant? No, man. The Lord created us to rule over the earth.
That's right.
He created, matter of fact, give me that. He created the earth for our sakes, man. All right. But you Jakes have become degenerate, man. You Jakes have become absolutely retarded, smoking weed. All right. You can't have many deep conversation with no Jake.
Oh no.
All right. They don't know anything. Man. All they know, the deepest thing they know is sports. That's as deep as they go. It's sports.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's true.
You can't talk to them about deep things, man. See, that's degeneracy because before we had what? We had eloquent orators, man. Even when you go back, even recently, going back a few hundred years, going back to Mozart, what's that guy's name? Shakespeare. Those were all so-called black men. All right? So, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 4 and verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me.
That's right.
They are sought as children.
Right.
And they have none understanding.
Yeah.
They are wise to do
You see that chick, yo, I seen that chick, yo, she got a fat booty. That's as far as that's as deep as they go.
That's right.
Go ahead.
They have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Yeah, they know how to roll a blunt. They know how to gut the cigar, right? Nah, you don't put that in there. If you put that too much of that, it's gonna not burn right. They know that. They know the science, man. They know the science. All right, all right. But when it comes to righteousness, they don't know the science, bro. Okay? They don't know why the earth is polluted and how to get the earth back into order. Why the water is polluted because they're taking out the things that they're not supposed to be taking out. Okay? And eating things that they're not supposed to be
That's
eating.
right. That's right.
They can't break down that science, Steve. All right? But they can break down, you gotta put the crack in your mouth. You gotta burn the plastic and put it in the they know how to do that.
Open account.
And put it under the tongue when the cops come up. What do you say? So open an account. Oh, that's real. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. All right, that's a fact, though. That ain't no joke. That's exactly it. And they know how to use the machine to make the card. They have a new card. They look like a real one. Right? That's what they know these things, and they're good at these things. But righteousness, they don't know. Go ahead, bro. What is it on that? Yes. This is. What, do it now.
Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from the vessel.
So the Lord doesn't even care about these other nations, man. Okay, go ahead.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us.
But they were not supposed to be over us. Give me Deuteronomy 76. Okay, they were never supposed to be over us. They were never supposed to be over Jacob. Okay? That's why I said, are you a homeborn slave, man? All right? Read that. You got it.
Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people
right.
unto himself,
Right.
above all people that are upon the face of the
So
earth.
we're above all these people, huh? All right? So that's not, the Lord didn't mix words, man. We're above, we're supposed to be the head of these people, man. Okay? What? That's it. Okay. Ra'ash, we're supposed to be the head of these nations, man. Good, bro.
Verse 58. But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thine only begotten, thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes,
The world was made for our sakes, man. Okay? The Israelites were not made for the world was made for the Israelites, man. Okay? So you heathen, you're out of place, man. You're out of place, you're out of order, man. Okay, go ahead.
if the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
Right.
how long shall this endure?
Right. How long is the Lord going to allow these heathen to be over us? Well, we know that when Yahushua comes back, that's all going to stop. Okay? Well, he will now let do that. All right? Because these heathen, their time is up. All right? These heathen, they had their time. They done effed up everything. And when you look at, and one thing about that movie, I don't know if anybody saw the movie Black Adam. I kind of snuck to go and watch a bit of that. I missed it, you know? I was in a situation, you know? But, I told brothers, you know, no, there's another one. Don't worry, there's other ones.
There's other ones, yeah.
Don't curse me out. Huh? No, not the same one. No, but it was the other. But anyways, at the end of the day, one thing you show is that before these Edomites came and colonized a particular place, I'm not going to go too deep, but the place was beautiful. Okay? The place actually looked beautiful. And then when Esau came and colonized, it looked like this. And it looks ugly, man. Around this concrete all over the place, man. This is a negative vibration, right? These tall buildings, which stops the sunlight. But then when you see before, when it had the short building, it had the nice trees and the gardens around it, was very beautiful, man. The sun was in the place, right? All right, so that's, see, because this is, to Esau, this is good, but it's not good. When the Lord really beautifies this earth, it's going to be profitable. Okay? Who's reading? Oh, you were still there. That was done? Okay. What?
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
Right.
Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
Until he be taken out of the way, man. All right? So the Lord is letting them go on until they what? Until the Lord takes them out, man. And as a matter of fact, give me that statue of toes, man. Okay? You got something else? What?
Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man.
Yes, sir.
Neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto himself all nations, and heapeth unto himself all people.
Right, that's what Esau did. Right? God told all nations, and he put to all people, man. Okay? But break it down. What you want to say?
Like you said about the movie, how before Esau Edom showed up, everything was beautiful.
Yep.
You know, everything was in order. And then after he came, it was hell. Right? He enlarged his desire as hell. Right. Like we mentioned earlier, how Esau comes in and steals the resources.
Right.
So he comes in and enriches himself, and he leaves you in the dirt.
Right. And it wasn't necessarily in order, it was just more beautiful. All right? Because he didn't have all the concrete and all these tall buildings all over. This gives it a very ugly, negative, a very dark, droopy look. Okay? But when you look at the contrast of it, I was like, wow, you know? What?
Sirach 10 and 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Yeah, one that's profitable is Yahushua. He's going to bring everything back in its correct order, man. And we're going to see the benefits of righteousness in the earth.
That's right, that's right.
You're going to see that righteousness is not a burden. Righteousness is a beautiful thing that can only benefit man.
That's right.
All right? And the Lord made man upright, but what? They saw many inventions, man. That's all? No? What's that? Bring it up.
Psalm 18, verse 39. For thou hast girded me with strength unto the bottom. Thou hast subdued under me those that rose against me. Verse 14. Thou hast also given me the necks of my enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me.
Right. So eventually the Lord is going to put Judah, starting with Yahushua, over his enemies, man. Okay?
This is Sirach 10 and 10. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die.
What do you want to say?
Yahushua is the physician, and he's going to cut off that long disease. Who's that long disease? Esau Edom. He brings the disease. He's the author of the disease of the earth. That's what the scriptures tell you. The Lord's going to destroy them that destroy the earth.
That's right.
Right? That's it. That's exactly it. All right? And those that destroy the earth are these Edomites. So these Edomites are the ones. Okay, they're to blame. All right? The Lord is going to really show, that Esau is that real base man. See? It's coming to that point now, man. And Esau is showing his baseness. He's showing that he's base. And more we get, things get harder, people are going to see the true nature of these devils, man. These Edomites are going to be the main ones running up to places, stealing things, punching old people in the face.
Oh, yeah.
All right? Yeah. Okay? People are going to be like, yo, you got to stay away from these Edomites, man. All right? What you got? You got something? Yeah, bring that out.
This is Daniel chapter 4, so like in chapter 2 and verse 31. Thou, O King, sawest that behold.
Because don't forget what Alex Jones said. He said, that time comes I'm going to eat my neighbors. I'm going to eat them. If I was his neighbors, I would rule them, man. All right? But that's showing you that Esau has no integrity, man. Matter of fact, get me that in, what's that, Hebrews, the 12th chapter. Give me that. Okay? Esau has no integrity. Esau will do anything, bro. When the going gets rough, Esau will do anything, bro.
Just add up.
Go ahead.
Job 30 and 8. They are children of fools, children of base men. They were viler than earth.
They're vile, man. They're a vile peoples, man. Trust me, man. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews 12 and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau,
Ooh, profane. Meaning what? He's outside of the temple. Go ahead.
who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Yep.
For you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected.
He sold his birthright for a piece of some food, man. Showing you this guy has no integrity. He'll do anything. He's all about instant gratification. He's all about whatever I want it now. You know, there used to be this commercial on BET back in the day. You know, a few people are gonna know. Maybe some of the Babylonian brothers, you know. I said what? I need my money and I need it now. Oh, you know what? Right? We got the window. I need my money and I need it. It's the most corny acting I've ever seen. But that's Esau. Esau is a kid. He's not waiting for nothing. Right? Right? And by the way, the word hope means to wait. So he has no hope. He don't deal with hope. He deal with this in front of him. I like you. I want you. Easy way of doing. He's in that spirit. I like it. I want it. We can do it the easy way. It's the hard way. That's the mindset of Esau. Go ahead.
He was rejected.
Yeah.
For he found no place
And
of
who was he rejected of? He was rejected of the Most High. That's right. The Most High rejected him.
That's right, that's right.
Really rejected him from the womb. If you read, give me Romans the 9th. Got that?
No, that's
give me Romans the 9th chapter though. But you got something to jump in? Yeah, go ahead.
In Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
That's right.
They go astray as soon as they be born.
Meaning what? Before they even born.
That's right.
They have that wicked, evil spirit in them. All right. Matter of fact, what?
They were, Jacob and Esau were fighting him. So Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Lies.
Right. Because Esau's probably trying to take Jacob's space. You know? Jacob, yo, what the hell are you doing, man? You know? The Esau hit him. You know? But he couldn't blame him, you know? He couldn't blame him in the womb because he couldn't speak. But if he could speak, he'd be like, yo, you tried to hit me. Go ahead.
back to Hebrews 12 and 17, the latter part, it says, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
Right. It don't matter, man. Listen, the Most High knows you're not sincere. He knows you're not right. The scripture says, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness, man. Okay? You see what I'm saying? Because he's just not right. Now read that real quick, bro.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him.
His spirit is not upright, man. See, we know that. We see that. We understand his spirit is not upright in him, man. So we're not trying to make Esau righteous, man. You think we're trying to make Esau righteous? You think we're trying to change Esau's mind? No, Esau's mind will not be changed. We're comfortable with that.
That's right.
The wicked is going to play the role of the wicked. What?
But the just shall live by his faith.
We live by faith. Jacob lived by faith. All right? Jacob, his whole thing was faith. He had faith the Lord was it. Well, what did he do when Esau came about? With his 800, how much did he come with? 800 people? 400 people? Well, he prayed. All right? The first thing he did, he prayed to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh. And then he came with subtlety. All right? He came yank out the situation, man. Right? Sometimes you have to yank out your way through life. All right? You got to yank out, man.
Jacob did.
You can't just be a group. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 33 and verse 12. Some of them had he blessed and exalted.
Yeah.
Some of them hath he sanctified and set near himself.
Yeah.
But some of them hath he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places.
Yeah, some of them have cursed and brought low. And Esau is the one that's the people of this curse unto judgment, man. So that's why he doesn't care about doing righteousness too. That's another reason he's just going all out, because he's like, F, you know, if the Most High's against me, I'm against him. Yeah, that's his mindset. That's his mindset, bro. He's that sick in the head. All right, and he's gonna lose. All right, he's gonna lose, man.
The scripture also says, he that is wicked, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?
That's right,
Oh,
that's
and
right.
Esau is wicked to himself. He doesn't care about, he hates other Edomites. The Amalekites, they hate every other Edomite with pure hatred, bro. Okay? It's pure, they're trying to exterminate them. That's how sick, Amalek was trying to exterminate the other Edomites. Bro, Amalek has no love for Esau, bro. Zero. What?
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, and verse 21.
I'm not, okay, so go on. You got something you want to jump in with that, what was said before?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, read that.
Revelation 22, verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. He that is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still.
That's it. So we're not trying to change Esau's mind. They're going to be what they are. All right? And the elect is going to find the right way. So we're not trying to change 2/3 mind either. We're trying to find the elect. Okay, that's it.
And he that is holy, let him be holy still.
That's the Israelites. Started with the elect. Okay?
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, and verse 20. Nay, but O man, who art thou that replies against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Has not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. He made one vessel unto honor, and he made another unto dishonor. The one that was unto honor was us. All right? And the one that was unto dishonor was the Edomites. Okay? So they're going to be at the end of when all said and done, they're going to have shame. Okay? And dishonor when all said and done. All right? And Jacob's going to have glory. Which get me Revelations 21.
This is Isaiah 14 and verse 5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and unhindered.
Unhindered, man. And no one's going to be able to stop that persecution, man. They're going to be persecuted, and that's it. All right? Esau's going to have to drip down that cup. All right? Got that? Revelation 20. Oh, sorry, from heaven. Okay.
It says here in Revelation 21 and 1, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Right, so the whole New Jerusalem, that's not an actual, the Christians will break it down like it's a golden city. They'll actually have the drawing of the city coming down with tall skyscrapers. Oh, no, it's Edomite construction workers that built that. How stupid can you be, man? First of all, it's not an actual city coming from heaven. It's the people, the elect coming down, man. New Jerusalem, man. I mean, is it when it says New Jerusalem, does it mean it's a new people? No, it's the same people, but they're renewed now. Fresh, right? Refreshed, right? The word kainos, the Greek word kainos. Go ahead, man.
And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men,
Yeah.
and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his
He's
people.
gonna dwell with us. All right? They're gonna feel this as soon as they come around Okay, they're gonna feel the spirit of the Most High. All right. And what happened when angels popped up around these different men? Wouldn't they bow down? The spirit would make them bow down.
That's right.
Okay, because the energy was too. And what, the brother I'm the one when we were doing the class yesterday. Remember he mentioned that show. What's it called? Bleach. He mentioned the show Bleach, which when people have a certain power level, people automatically have to bow down in that show. But I gotta check that out now. All right. So guess what? When they see Jake, they're gonna naturally bow down. All right. This is the book. Okay. Go ahead. Just call it first. Let's do it first. Let's call it first. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 60 and verse 14. The sons also of them that have afflicted thee shall come bending to thee. All they that despise thee shall bow themselves down to the soles of thy feet. And they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One,
City
of Israel.
of the Lord. Right? So I show you that city is the people, man. Okay, so when we come down, right, we're gonna be that city. All right, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna start. For the first thing we're gonna do is set order and put these Edomites and these other nations in captivity. That's the first thing. Get Isaiah, Psalms 449. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 37 and 27. My tabernacle also shall be with them. Yea, I will be their power, and they shall be my people. And the heathen shall know, that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them.
Lord is not. Listen,
forevermore.
Esau's spirit doesn't vibe with the Heavenly Father. He's not a. He doesn't. He has no connection to the Most High. Okay, even though most of them small hats are atheists. I just spoke to another one yesterday. That was an atheist. They're all atheists, bro. They don't believe in the Most High, man. Okay, Jake believes in the Most High naturally, man. So you know those are not the people, man. The scriptures speak about Israel having a zeal, but not according to knowledge.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Psalms 149, verse
They're all
5.
atheists, bro. They don't believe in the Most High, man. Okay? It's about all God, supposedly. God, that's how they speak about it. She believes in Zeitgeist, the one I spoke to. All right? I believe they're all just an amalgamation of different. But you're supposed to be, aren't you? The fucking devils, man. That's why they have to call themselves Ish. They can't call themselves the people. The Lord put the spirit on them not to call themselves Israelites, to call themselves Ish. Go ahead, man.
Psalms 149 and verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai be in their mouth.
Right?
And a two-edged sword in their hand. To execute vengeance upon the heathen.
Right. So the Lord is with us, executing vengeance upon the heathen. That's going to come when we come back down from those ships, those chariots. All right. The elect that's been delivered through this destruction. Right. They're going to come back down with those powers, man. Go ahead, man.
And punishments upon the people.
Right.
To bind their kings with chains.
And we're going to put all these elites in chains, man. All right. The Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys. All right. Go ahead.
And their nobles with fetters of iron.
Right.
To execute upon them the judgment written.
Yep.
This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Right. So the saints are who? The Israelites, man. So the Israelites are going to do that to the heathen. Right? The vengeance. Oh, and the Most High don't deal with vengeance. Okay. We'll get where it says is a righteous thing with the Most High.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
To them that trouble you, man. Who troubled us, man? All right. Esau, Edom is the main one, man. All right. So we're gonna execute that vengeance. All right. When we come down from those chariots, man.
They're all guilty.
All right. So you Jakes, right now you just let Esau do what he does until the Lord comes back and takes him out, man. And then that's when the fun starts, man. That's when the fishermen. Oh, you got it out there?
This is Jeremiah.
You got something else you want to read? Go ahead, read that.
This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
That's right.
For with thee will I break in pieces the nations.
Right.
And with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
With who? With the Israelites.
Right.
Go ahead.
And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider. And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces men and women, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid.
So the Lord is going to use the Israelites as a weapon. All right? He said according to my anger. So he's going to put his anger in us, man. All right? Because we're not,
We're not angry enough.
We're not angry enough. Okay? You see what I'm saying? The Lord is going to ignite some major power in the elect, man.
No mercy.
Yeah, man. That's why that guy, what they call the Black Jesus or whatever, right? Which the Lord is black, so I know that's a stupid term. All right. In other words, he said there's going to be many more like him, man. That's going to come. All right.
This is Jeremiah 16 and verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them.
Right.
And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
That's it, man. Out of the holes of the rocks, out of every hill. So what does that mean? That the hunters is what? The elect with the power. Okay? That's just a fact. Okay? And Jake, it says we're going to be able to what? Mount up like eagles. All right? That's some real fun stuff. Jake talking about going to the bar and shit like this. Play some pool. Right? You know? Jake want to play pool, man. Listen, we're going to have some real fun. All right? We're going to fly, we're going to meet each other, which I had a dream that we had a spiritual power. You know, it was me and brother Shaquat. All right? We had the spiritual power, you know, and I thought it was only me, you know. And then Shaquat pulled up, shoot, shoot. I was like, oh shit. So you got it too, He's like, Khan, I just came from Kuwait. I said, oh shit. All right, so we're gonna have real fun. That's real fun, man.
That's there.
You know?
That's living.
That's living. Oh, boy.
This is Amos, so like Micah 5 and verse 8. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many
And
people.
that's why you have a different mindset. You know, that's why, you know, sometimes I speak about money, and it might be like $400, $200, might be $150. I say it's change. Yeah, I got some. You got change? Something. What? I'm talking about that money. $1 million is change. $1 billion is change. All right. When you speak about the chariots of this world, the Mercedes, the Tesla, that's a welfare chariot. Let's say if I were to get a Mercedes right now, a Bugatti, right? See, that's a welfare chariot.
Yeah, it's true.
You don't look at me like I'm crazy, man.
It's true.
That's a Bugatti. That's a Lamborghini, man. Right?
Old technology.
Can it disappear? Oh, can it reappear? No. Can it fly? Can it go to the heavens?
Change color.
Can it change colors in the air?
That's right.
Is it made of silver and gold? And then this is a welfare chariot.
That's right.
Anyway, Salah, go ahead, bro.
This is Micah 5 and verse 8. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest.
Yes, sir.
As a young lion among the flocks of sheep.
Yeah.
Who, if he go through, both tread it down and tear it in pieces, and none can deliver.
You know what? Yeah, well, that's even going to happen before that. When Jake gets in, when the Lord puts His Spirit on Jake, trust me, it's going to be an unstoppable thing, man. All right? It's going to be serious, man. It's going to be real serious. But when the elect comes down, ain't going to be there's nothing they can do. Absolutely nothing they can do. Right? With all their tanks, and we're going to have fun with those things, too. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, see, he already knows, man. Huh?
Magneto.
Right.
Magneto, yeah, I just said it.
Might turn the thing that points, turn it backwards.
Yeah, that's right.
Go ahead.
Thine hand shall be lifted up upon thine adversaries, and all thine enemies shall be.
Just pertaining to what you were saying about the weapons.
Okay, go ahead.
This is like Isaiah, Ezekiel 39 and 9. And they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth and shall set on fire and burn the weapons, both the shields and the bucklers, the bows and the arrows and the hand staves.
Well, according to what's his name, Ronald Dalton, that's actual spears. They're gonna be now in this day. Esau has spears that's waiting to shoot at the elect and the angels. He's gonna fight them with actual spears.
It's crazy.
Go ahead, man.
Agent.
It says, and they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth and shall set on fire
Where's
and
the
burn,
stupid? You know? Go ahead.
and burn the weapons, both the shields and the bucklers, the bows and the arrows, and the hand staves and the
Yeah.
spears, and they shall burn them with fire 7 years.
Yep, that's it. Oh, meaning what? We're going to destroy all the weaponry. All right? And it's not going to be no spears at that time. It's going to be, if there is, then it's going to be burnt up. There's like, some Hamite villages. All right? But by the end of the day, it's going to be tanks and guns. That's the majority of it, man. Missiles. There's not going to be any missiles. So, tanks and guns and things of that nature. Because those are all going to be used. All right? It says spare no arrows. Go ahead.
Verse 10, so that they shall take no wood out of the field, neither cut down any out of the forest, for they shall burn the weapons with fire, and they shall spoil those that spoil them, and rob those that rob them, says the Lord Yahweh.
Oh no, that's wrong. According to these people, that's wrong. You shouldn't be you being oppressed. You shouldn't want to oppress. No, fuck you, man.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
we're the royal people, man. All right, they did what they did to us. Listen, the Lord said we're gonna get vengeance, man. All right, what the hell you're talking about, man? That's a weak mindset, man, and that's an insulting mindset too. We got all that wickedness done to us, and we just gotta accept it. No, fuck you, man. All right, the Lord is gonna make it where we execute that vengeance, man. All right. Salaki, man.
Once I spoke to somebody about that same concept. Like Wunju, that person.
Speak up so the camera can hear you too.
That person is an Israelite, right?
Yeah.
So I spoke the same concept. Like, wouldn't you be happy that day that you're gonna, recompense? We're gonna be able to do vengeance,
Right.
have vengeance on those who troubled us.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a good thing?
Yeah.
That person look at me like, you delusional.
I would say, yeah, because they're delusional. All right? Because they're delusional. They're in a weak mind state, man. All right? What?
Straight to the point, Isaiah 33 and 18. Thine heart shall meditate terror.
Point blank period. Point blank period, man.
This is effective.
Go ahead.
No, I know.
Jeremiah 49, verse 12, for thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken.
That's right. And that was us. Okay? Drinking that cup. All right? And that cup was a brutal cup. All right? Go ahead.
And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
Or you Edomites and you other nations going to go unpunished. Starting with the Edomites. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
Yeah, you're gonna drink that cup, man. And they know that cup is coming. They feel it, man. They're hoping it's not, but they feel it, man. All right. There was even a woman that was speaking about she was speaking with fear. She's like, yeah, there's agents around, like a sleeper cell, something along those nations that's waiting for the awakening. So she was speaking about us. She was speaking about Israelites, man. It's waiting for the awakening and and not gonna be able to stop them. Guns, nothing's gonna be able to stop them. They know. Listen, these elites know what's up, man. Okay, these people on a high level, they know about the elected nation of Israel. They know about the Lord coming back to deliver His people, man. They know about all of that. Okay, they know who the true Israelites are. Right? It's these average people who don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
They don't know. They're lost. Okay? Yep. Go ahead, bro.
This is Lamentation 4 and verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz.
130.
The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and make thyself naked.
Right.
The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Oh, you're being made naked now. Right? You're being made shit, and we love every second of it, man. All right? Every second these Edomites being made naked and being exposed is a good day, man. It's a
right.
day I maybe want to go buy one of them, $50 yayuns and celebrate, man. You understand? Go buy some McCollin. All right? And celebrate, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Right.
He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
Right. He's visiting you Edomites, man. All right? And he's discovering your sin. He's discovering your wickedness. And you can't stop it. So it's going to come to a point they're going to be exposed so much. The only thing is to be like, fuck it. They might as well just kill everything. All right? Kill everything.
That's right.
That's where it's going to come. You're going to see the true nature of the Edomites. All right? And these average Edomites, a lot of them are going to be with it too. Because they're going to be all mad and angry that they're being exposed on that level. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you,
Yeah.
having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
That's these Edomites, all right? That's what it means when it says the devil. Okay, which means what? The slanderer. Okay, he's gonna come down on the Israelites because he knows he has but a short time. Give me that. It was Rapha, the woman.
The last verse.
Right. Jump down. Okay? Alright? Because he knows his time is almost up. He knows we're next to rule. Right?
This is Revelation 12 and 17. And the dragon was brought with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed,
Right.
which kept the commandments of Yahweh and had the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
That's it. Alright? And who's that woman? That's Israel. Okay? So he's coming up against the remnant. Give me 2nd Ezra 16. Right? He's coming up against the remnant, man. Alright? And listen, man, he's building up the case. And if you're looking, you can clearly see he's building up the case. Okay? The anti-shield attacks and all this stuff. He's building up the case. Go ahead, bro.
So 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you,
Yep.
and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols.
That's it. That's it. That's it. When you're put in a concentration camp, okay? But the burning wrath of the great multitude is dealing with what? All these people that's going to be angry against you. Go ahead. Especially these armies, man. These military forces, man. Go ahead.
And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach, and trodden underfoot.
Right.
For there shall be in every place, and in the next cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
That's it. Right. They're going to be coming after the elect. Okay? Those that fear the Lord. All right? And they already have things in the book set up to demonize, man. Already set up demonizing the Israelites. Okay? And they're gonna use that. All right? And they have all these different events ready to pull out. Oh, see that? See? It's all about violence. You understand? So that's all part of the walk. That's what we have to go through, man. That's what didn't Yahweh Shai go through that,
That's
man?
right,
Wasn't
that's
he
right.
falsely accused?
That's it.
So we have to go through the same thing, man.
That's right.
What?
They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
That's it. Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them.
Right, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, when their armies come up against us, kicking in doors looking for the elect. All right, the Lord is going to defend the elect, man. The Lord's
right.
going to make things happen, man.
That's right.
All right, it's going to be miraculous, man. All right, people's never seen before, man. In this lifetime. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
St. Matthew 24 and 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
That's it.
Psalms 124 and verse 2. If it had not been Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick, when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overwhelmed us, the stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul.
That's it, the proud waters, man. Which is the Edomites, go ahead.
Blessed be the Lord, who hath not given us as a prey to their teeth.
That's it. Exactly it. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man.
Yeah.
Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice. For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Well, that's what they call that unnatural selection. Esau calls that natural selection. Go ahead.
Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
Which is the mindset of the wicked, right? Whatever, as long as you got the power, you can do whatever you want to do. But he doesn't realize that the Lord is going to judge him for that. The Lord is going to take him down for that. All right, them now, not this, their whole nation. Go ahead.
Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
Right.
He is clean contrary to our doings.
See, we're contrary. We're opposite to these Edomites. Okay, we're about righteousness. We're about justice. Okay, we're opposite to these Edomites. We're not hypocrites. These Edomites are major hypocrites, man. All right. See, I try my hardest. Listen, man, we are not hypocrites, man.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead, man.
He upbraided us with our offending the law, and objected to our infamy, the transgressing of our education.
That's it. That's it, because his education is wicked. You know, the mindset he puts on the people is a wicked, evil mindset that's contrary to the Most High. All right, to his son Yahweh Shai. Go ahead, bro.
Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shorted,
Right,
there should not flesh be saved.
right,
But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shorted.
right. The days are going to be shortened for the elect's sake, man. All right? The days are going to be shortened for the elect's sake.
That's right.
What you got, bro? You got something higher? Go ahead. You got something? Bring it on up.
This is Psalms chapter 18 and verse 16. He sent from above, he took me. He drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy.
Right, the waters is what? It's all the troubles, man. Okay? You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
He delivered me from my strong enemy,
Too strong.
and from them which hated me,
That's right.
for they were too strong for me.
That's it. It's all about Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
He's the one that's going to deliver us from that situation. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
This is 2 Esdras 2 and verse 13. Go and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch.
Watch. All right? That's it. Watch. Meaning also what? Hope.
That's right. That's right.
Say hope. Go ahead.
Psalm 17 and 6. I have called upon thee, for thou wilt hear me, O power. Incline thine ears unto me, and hear my speech. Shew thy marvelous loving kindness, O thou that savest by thy right hand, them which put their trust in thee, from those that rise up against thee. Keep me as the apple of thy eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wings, from the wicked that oppress me.
Read that again from the top.
Psalm 17 and 6. I have called upon thee, for thou wilt hear me, O power. Incline thine ear unto me, hear my speech. Shew thy marvelous loving kindness, O thou that savest by thy right hand, them which put their trust in thee.
Right, so we put our trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Jake is putting their trust in this world, all right, in the government and shit like that, in their job, which none of that is secure. Which the C-19 should have showed you that wasn't secure. I don't care what job you have, man. Okay? Go ahead.
From those that rise up against them. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings. From the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about.
Right, which is the Edomites, man. Okay? Listen, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, it says the angel encampeth around them that fear him, man. Right. All right? Angel, right? So we got angels, like the brother said, right? We got each brother know. We got guardian angels, so to speak, man. All right? Go ahead. What you got something?
This is Proverbs 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
That's it. Jake likes to lean on their own understanding, man. All right? So like, there's still more in there?
No, that's it.
Okay, go ahead. Let's go.
Jeremiah 17 and 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh his flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord.
Right. Yeah, Jay, they trust in man. You know? They trust in man. We don't trust in Esau, man. Okay? We don't trust in Esau at all, man. Esau said that he's supposed to get some extra on the income tax depending on what and what. I'll believe it when I see it. All right?
That's right.
You know what I mean? What?
This is Isaiah 10 and verse 20.
Oh, yes, sir. Go.
Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such are as escape of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them,
Right.
but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
Right. That's it. They're gonna stay leaning what? They're gonna lean. They're not gonna lean upon Esau no more, man. They're gonna lean upon the Holy One of Israel, man. How about Shemi Awashai? Oh, look at the picture, bro.
This is the book of First Maccabees. The book of First Maccabees, chapter.
Fine, you still looking? All right, go ahead, read.
Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of that people.
Right.
And there shall be a
So
time.
Michael's that top archangel under Yahweh Shai.
That's right. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation,
Right.
even to that same time. And at that time, that people shall be delivered.
Right.
Everyone,
Yup, Salaki, go ahead.
everyone that should be found written in the book.
Everyone that should be found written in the book, man. So you have to be written in the book of life first. You have to be of the elect. See, most of our people are not going to make it. Okay?
This is Ecclesiasticus 2 and verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
Right.
Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
That's right.
Right. Who did he ever despise that called upon him, man? You see what I'm saying? So ultimately, the Lord has always been with the men that were with him.
Yeah.
Right. Okay? And most of these people are not with him. All right? Go ahead.
Psalms 118:4. Let them now that fear the Lord say that his mercy endured forever. I called upon the Lord in distress. The Lord answered me and set me in a large place. The Lord is on my side. I will not fear.
right.
What can man do unto me? The Lord taketh my part with them that help me. Therefore shall I see my desire upon them that hate me.
That's right.
It is better to trust in...
Did we speak about that yesterday?
Yeah.
But we want them to see it, man. We wanted them to see
Yeah.
it. We want to see it, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in men. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. All nations compass me about, but in the name of the Lord will I destroy them. They compass me about, they compass me about, but in the name of the Lord will I destroy them.
In the name of Yahweh, by Hashem
Yahweh Shai.
That's it, man. So ain't nothing these people can do against the elect, man. All right. So we walk in confidence, man. All right. Hold on. This is what you want to jump in and say? Okay, go ahead.
This is Sirach 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy.
If you want to jump in, brother, just say jump in with the scripture. If it's something that's pertaining to what we just said, go ahead.
And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that has joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his
I
enemies.
should have worn boots today, man. So I'm looking at brothers in boots. I should have worn some boots. Go ahead, man. I thought I was looking at +1. It was like 0. It's like, que me dice, que me dice. Garment soulier.
First Maccabees 2:50. Now therefore my sons, be ye zealous for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers.
That's right.
Call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time, so shall you receive great honor and an everlasting name. Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness? Joseph, in the time of his distress, kept the commandment and was made Lord of Egypt.
Yeah, because you see, the time when you're going through things, that's the time to be proven that you're faithful. You know, not to shake, not to falter, but to lean on the Lord. That proves that you're faithful. It's a time to prove yourself. You know? Go ahead.
Phineas, our father, in being zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood.
Right.
Yahweh Shai, for fulfilling the word, was made a judge in Israel.
That's right.
Caleb, for bearing witness before the congregation, received the heritage of the
Who
land.
call a lawyer about you? Sure.
But he said Yahweh Shai. You saying Joshua? Oh yeah, you specify that. Go ahead.
It says David, for being. It says Jesus. It says
It says Jesus there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
It says David, for being merciful, possessed the throne of an everlasting kingdom. Elias, for being zealous and fervent for the law, was taken up into heaven. Ananias, Azarias, and Misael, by believing, were saved out of the flame. Daniel, for his innocency, was delivered from the mouth of lions. And thus consider throughout all ages, that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome.
That's right.
So Esau's not going to overcome. Esau's not going to win. All right? Esau's definitely not going to win. Okay? Boy, what you got?
Fear not then the words of a sinful man, for his glory shall be dung and worms.
That's it. Because it said what? Shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory. Man. Hey, Esau's going to go through a lot of shame. Man. Yes, sir.
It goes on, last verse, it says, today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found.
Right. That's it. He shall eat his dust. Right?
But it says, the valleys of the cross shall be sweet unto them.
Really?
It says, the clouds of the valley shall be sweet unto them. It says, because he is returned into his dust, and his thought is come to nothing.
That's it. You got something, bro?
Hebrews 12 and 2, looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is sat down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. For consider him that endured such contradictions of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your mind.
Right, that's it. Right. Read that again.
To the point, for consider him that endured such contradictions of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds.
That's it. Right. It says what? Read that again.
Hebrews 12 and 3, for consider him that endured such contradictions of sinner against himself.
Right, so you have to consider things that our forefathers went through against what? Sinners, right? And they endured, okay? Starting with who? Yahweh Shai, was the main example. Go ahead.
Lest ye be wearied and faint in your mind.
Right, so when you go through those things, you got to remember those things. You got to remember Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, okay? You have to remember Yahweh Shai. You have to remember these different walks, you know? And apply that to you yourself, go ahead.
James 5 and 10, take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. Behold, we count them happy which endured.
Right. We count them happy which endure, man. All right, because at the end they're gonna win. We're gonna win at the end. All right. What you got? You got something else? What you got? Bring that out.
Hebrews 12 and verse 2. Looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of her faith,
Yep.
who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is sat down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh.
Right, but then he was exalted and put on the right hand, man. What?
It says, hold on.
Jump in or what? If you want to jump in, say jump in. Now you good? Okay, go ahead. Keep going. There's more now? Yeah, a little bit.
Verse 3, for consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest he be wearied and faint in your minds.
That's it. Right, because you're not supposed to faint, man. All right? Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 3,
He would that a man always pray and not to faint. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hands of the Most High,
That's right.
and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to
Matter
die.
of fact, get that word torment in the blue letter. Get that word torment. I'll read that again.
In the sight, Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hands of the Most High,
Right.
and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken as for misery.
Right. So we had a lot of our forefathers that put to death, that died for the righteous laws of righteousness. Right, going back even to the Greek captivity. Right, they were tortured and things of that nature. But what? They in that sight of death, it seemed like they were put to death, and that was it. Right, but no. Go ahead.
And going from us, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace.
They are at peace, man. Right? Because what did they say? They spoke in their own language, which was the Hebrew tongue, and said, what? Listen, we have a hope of resurrection.
Yeah.
You have no hope of resurrection. Listen, at the end, you're going to lose, man. That was the hope. Go ahead.
For though they be punished in the sight of men,
Yep.
yet their hope is full of immortality.
That's it. Right? Because who's in promised eternal life? Not the other nations, right? Not the other nations, okay? But the nation of Israel, starting with the elect.
That's right.
Right. And having been a little chastised,
Yeah.
they shall be greatly rewarded.
Ooh, just a little. It's saying a little chastised. See, now you might seem like it's a big chastisement while you're going through it,
Yeah,
but it's a little chastisement compared to the reward. Go ahead.
I know.
For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for Himself.
That's it. That's it. All right. You got a scripture? Okay, go ahead.
This is,
Okay, you got one. Okay,
this is Hebrews 11 and verse 35. Women received their dead raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance, that they might obtain a better resurrection. And others had trial of cruel mockings and scourgings, yea, moreover, of bonds and imprisonment. They were stoned, they were sawn asunder, were tempted, were slain with the sword. They wandered about in sheepskins and goatskins, being destitute, afflicted, tormented, of whom the world was not worthy. They wandered in deserts and in mountains and in dens and caves of the
Of
earth.
who the world was not worthy, man. So that's how Yahweh Shemel Shai looks at us, man. All right, but when we hear that number, he looks at the elect and like, yo, these other people, these people around, they're not on their level, you know. And when you speak to them, it's like you can't have a conversation with these people for real, for real. No, they're on a low level. They're on a low level mindset. You gotta talk to them like you're talking to children.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
As these, it says, they wandered in deserts and in mountains and in dens and caves of the earth. And these all, having obtained a good report through faith, received not the promise. Yahweh Bashmiel Shah having provided some better things for us, that they without us should not be made perfect.
Right, that's it. There's better things provided. Go ahead.
He said,
There we go.
It's a digital item.
There we go.
Reset?
Yeah,
You
digital item.
should have turned the camera on that. Be honest. You should have had the camera turned. If you pass back again, we're going to turn the
Yeah.
camera on that. All right? Go ahead. Because that's everything that's what we speak about. That's what we do. You start something else?
Wow.
Romans 8 and 18. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Right. It's like I always say, it's like you work for like a day, you might be digging a ditch, it might be hard work, and then the guy gives you $5 billion a day. You see what I'm saying? It's like, no, what was that for what? You know? It's like you didn't do anything to receive all of this, what you're about to get. Okay? Just like we didn't do anything to receive really the truth or know the fact that we understand, that we're Israelites. Okay? It was just the fact of election. Okay? Go ahead.
Psalms 149 and 4. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people, he will beautify the meek with salvation.
Right, it's like the meek. And Esau is not the meek. All right? These Edomites are definitely not the meek. All right? You got something? Go ahead.
This is Romans 9 and verse 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh, according to election, might stand.
That's right.
Not of works, but of him that calleth.
Of him that calleth, man. All right? It's all about us being chosen, man. All right? We were the chosen people from before the earth was created. The Lord had special spirits saying, no, this is going to be my people. And then he had the other nations, he made them based upon us. He made them to serve us. Right? He had this one so-called black woman, this demon, and they're the enemy, all right? She said, what did she say? She said, why did he create other nations if they're not supposed to be here? She said something stupid. Basically, she was just talking nonsense. But we never said that. They're supposed to be here, all right? They're supposed to be here to serve the Israelites, right? First of all, how can you be a royal people and not have subjects? How does that work? You're a king, but you have no subjects. There's a king. I'm a king. Jake Walker and say king this, king that. Well, where's the subjects at? Where's the servants? You see what I'm saying? We're gonna get servants in the kingdom of heaven, right? A whole bunch of them. All right. What you got? You got something?
This is Hebrews 12 and verse 11. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby.
Right. It gets the what? The peaceable fruit of righteousness, man. Right? There's going to be a great comfort, man. To be in the kingdom, man. Or to be delivered. You know, even going through Jacob's trouble, man. Because the sight that you start to see more and more, the Lord showing you that He's with you. All right? It's going to be a comfort. Right? Because these people don't have that, especially looking in contrast. When you look in contrast, it's even more of a comfort. Right? Like you look at, you know, sometimes I just be thinking about the position that other people are in. And they're okay, yo, I'm in a good position, man. Why do y'all about you outside? You know? So when people, you see people are starving, but you got a plate of fish. All right, well, it's a bottle, right? It's locked in. You know? Chicken.
No, quail.
Right? But yeah, a big piece of, you know, chicken or turkey, you know, it's gonna taste that much better to you. Go ahead.
Isaiah 65:13. Therefore said the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat,
Right.
but ye shall be hungry.
Right?
Behold, my servant shall drink,
Yep.
but ye shall be thirsty.
Yep.
Behold, my servant
So
shall
who's
rejoice.
his servants? The ones that are doing his will. Okay, those are the ones that's going to eat in that day. Those are the ones that's going to drink in that day. You see? Because when the stores stop having oh yeah, the smoke, the smoke. Yeah, sorry, we don't smoke. All right, but the servants of the Lord, they're going to eat and drink when the famine comes out here, man. Because famine is coming to this place, man. All right, not just here in America, the UK, the European Union countries. Right, the NATO countries, okay? Because the Lord is preparing this thing. The Lord is putting it in the mind of the elites to do what they're doing. Matter of fact, get the sword of the Lord, okay? Which is thy sword. Go ahead, keep going. Who's reading?
Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Right, they're going to be ashamed. You see, right now we have to go through a shame, right? Because they don't understand what we're doing. They don't really believe in what we're doing, right? But the Lord is going to justify His men.
That's right.
All right, the same way Noah was justified. When was Noah justified? When the rain started to come down.
That's right.
Okay? Before that, look at this crazy guy. All right? But then when that rain came, they were running, screaming, trying to beat on the ark. And who did they say? Who closed the ark? What does the scripture say? The Lord closed the ark, man. Because Noah might have had compassion. He was like, okay, let a few hundred people in here. I said, nah, hell no, man. Close that ark, man. Okay? Go ahead.
This is Psalm 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him.
Yeah.
Cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Right. These elites is the sword of the Lord. The Lord is using these elites as His sword to bring in all this famine, to bring in the destruction, to bring in the basically hell on earth, man. Okay? Because it's going to be complete chaos, man. Because what do they want? They want order out of chaos. Order out of chaos, man.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead.
This is the book of Job 19:29. Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishment of the sword.
Sword is sharpened.
For wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know there is a judgment.
That's it. That's it. And that's what it's all about. It's really all about judgment.
That's right.
Okay? The Lord is setting that up for the purpose of judgment. The reason why the famine is about to hit this place and there's about to be civil wars and all these things about to hit this place is for the purpose of judgment.
Right.
All right? Because these people were against the Lord this whole time. All right? All these people have an anti-Christ mindset, anti-Messiah mindset, man. They're against the Lord, man. All right? And as the days go by, they're more and more against the Lord. They're more and more against the scriptures.
That's right.
Okay? What?
Ezekiel 21 and verse 9, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
Yeah.
It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter.
Yep.
It is furbished that it may glitter. Shall we then make mirth?
Right, so the sword is really the judgment being prepared. Right. Okay, shall we then make mirth? Is it a time to have to be in that fun spirit? That laugh spirit? No, you're really supposed to be in a serious spirit. And if people ain't telling you everywhere you go all the time that, yo, why are you so angry? Well, I don't know what spirit you're in.
That's true.
Because I ain't even trying to be in that spirit, I just be in that spirit. Even going out, even drinking. Sometimes that just enhances the spirit. Sometimes it makes me more angry. Okay? What you got?
So like one day I was at work
Yeah.
and I had that spirit on me. That anger was on me, and one of my coworkers saw me, and I saw his countenance change. You know, I was telling Sakai about that, but that anger was on me. You know, so I remember. And that spirit was on me, and it scared that Edomite. He turned around and he left.
That's how it is, man. That's how it is, man. You know, they see that on you, bro. Everywhere I go, man, it's always the same thing. It's always the same thing, bro. You're so angry, you're so angry. You know, they try to get you to smile and look please, you know, because that makes them uncomfortable. But
It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. It had, and he had given it to be furbished, that it may be handled.
yeah,
This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished,
yeah.
to give it into the hand of the slayer.
Right, and the slayer is Esau Edom, man. This furbished be given into the hands of Esau Edom for this purpose. So really Esau is doing a good thing, you know, setting up the great GR, whatever the GR, right? Because he's doing what the Lord is commissioning to do to bring forth judgment. That's what these people are going to learn, man. They're going to learn what we've been saying is the facts, is the truth. Okay? Matter of fact, let's get the last scriptures. What you guys?
Isaiah 10:5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, the staff in their hand is mine indignation.
Right, the staff in their hand is his indignation, man. Because what? The Assyrians was used as a form of punishment to the nation of Israel. Just like these Edomites are used as a form of punishment. You see, the Lord doesn't have a spiritual belt in the heavens. Israel going off. Ah, we all feel it at once. Ah, people are crying. Didn't I tell you? No, it comes out in the cloud, right? Oh, goes back up. No. All right. So the sword of the big chastisement is these other nations. Right? That's the sword. That's the whipping stick. That's the belt. Okay.
That's what I said. How long shall this endure?
Right. Yeah, right. You see? Because what, we're getting them licks, you know, we're thinking that, you know, sometimes you get them licks and how long is it gonna, how long? You know? It might have been 2 minutes already passed, you know? They're tired, you know, they're out of breath. I told you, you know? Right. Right.
It says here, real quick, Baruch 4:15.
Go to sleep and crying. She is over you. You're talking to yourself and shit. All right? But this is how it is, man. Brothers know because they got the licks, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Baruch 4:14. Let them that dwell in Zion come and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting had brought upon them. For he had brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation,
Right.
and of a strange language, who neither reverence old man nor pity child.
Right, so this was the worst chastisement, right? Because he was using the basis of men, the worst nation out there. Okay, which is the Edomites. What?
This is 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. Because wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. Exceedingly, not a little bit, exceedingly, man. All right. So guess what? The Lord is going to have to judge this place now, right? He says his eyes are too open to behold wickedness, man. So he's seeing all this. It's too much. Okay. More on that.
Yeah. It says, therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
That's it.
Amos 9.
Go ahead. No salah.
Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
That's it. All right. Go ahead, bro.
This is Amos 9 and verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
That's it. He's not only going to destroy because what the elect, the remnant. Okay, Okay? Remember. What?
2nd Ezra 7 and 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, and temperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and the truth is sprung up.
That's it. That's exactly it, man. All right. So this is the time we're in, man. We're in the time of the truth springing up. We're in the time of the Lord working in the earth, man. He's sparking different things in the earth, and he sparked a lot this year, man. This year there's a lot of things that was being sparked up. Yeah, a lot of things was being sparked up. So we're trying to see the flame 2023, man. We want to see the flame spark, man. We want to see the flame devour, man. Okay? Which is gonna be what? Which is gonna be all these different prophecies, man. So with that, we give all praises going on it.
To Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakodash.
Someone else to the apostles and elders, the great millstone. Salutations, much love, respect to God. Keep out there pushing this word out with truth and sincerity. Shemai,
Shemai,
Yasha'Allah,
Yasha'Allah,
Yahweh,
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 Shemai,
Shemai,
Yasha'Allah,
Yasha'Allah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Shemai,
Shemai,
Yasha'Allah,
Yasha'Allah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Ball.